Hello everybody, this is Michelle Fox and welcome back to The Simple Quilter. Today I'm filming my 5th video in my organizational series, and I'm going to show you, it's going to be another before and after, and I'm going to show you my messy cabinet, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, hopefully, to get it organized. Now I do want to tell you a little bit about my shirt. I mentioned this shirt quite a while ago in one of my previous videos on some swag that I bought, and it says quilting with my peeps, but since people really aren't getting together to do quilt retreats and I haven't been getting together with my friends to sew, I decided I'm going to wear my shirt and enjoy it. So let's get started. I'm going to open these cabinets and show you the mess I have. Alright, there you go. Quite a mess. Now, I do want to tell you a little bit about this iron. In my first organizational video, I had 3 irons and I got rid of 2 and I said I was just going to use this one. Well, this is a good iron. However, I was pressing several big quilt tops, and this wasn't quite what I was wanting for that. I wanted a more powerful steam iron, so I did buy a chai. I'm still going to use this, and it did end up back in my cabinet, but I am going to use this to take on retreats. Okay, so I don't really even know what all's in this cabinet. This part is okay. This is my thread, and I'm not for sure what's in here, so I really need to go through there and then label the container so I can know what's in it at a glance. Because right now I have to move all of this and search through both of these to even see what's in it. So I think I could still use these, and of course I'll keep my thread containers, but I need to label these containers. And then this is just, oh my gosh, buttons, pins, miscellaneous stuff, and really what happened is I just shoved it in there. And like I said, I don't even know what's in it. Looks like I have some starch. I have a stash and store. Oh gosh. I have walnut shells. I have ground nut shells for making pin cushions. Looks like I have some best press in there. It really is just a mess. But I will go through the entire cabinet and get it organized. And I have bought a couple of containers to help me get this cabinet organized. First of all, I got this from our Dollar General store, and it's just a caddy, a stack and carry caddy that all hooks together. And I thought this might go good for the top shelf. Oh my goodness. So I am going to try this out. May not work. I don't know. I won't know until I get everything out and see what's in there and get it organized. And then I ordered these 2 from Amazon. And they just have little slide out doors, but I thought I could, label those so I could tell what's inside of them. And I did order 2. Now, I did measure my cabinets prior to ordering these. I really wanted something a little bit bigger, but I couldn't find exactly what I wanted. So we're going to see, I'm going to see how this works out. Okay, so in a few days or a couple weeks, I will be showing you how all this turned out. Hello everybody, this is Michelle Fox, and I'm back with you here today. It's been, I'm not sure how many weeks I filmed that first portion. At least 2 or 3 weeks ago. Oh, I can't remember now. But anyway, I have reorganized my cabinet, and I have to say I'm loving the results. And I'm loving the results for several reasons. Number one, it was a mess, and I didn't like to look in that cabinet. Now I'm not afraid to open the doors, and as you all saw in the last one, stuff even flew out at me. So that's not happening now. And it was fun to go through everything because now I know exactly what's in the cabinet, and when I started, I really didn't know what was in that cabinet. So I like looking at it now. I'm not really one that likes to look at messes, although I do have a lot of messes. But it's so organized, and it's just great when I open this cabinet and it's so organized. Okay, so let me show you how good this cabinet looks. Okay, now I do want to share just a few things about my organization of this cabinet. Before I ever started, I was thinking about what storage containers I wanted to put in here, and I knew that I needed to label everything. However, I almost didn't label everything. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. But I think it's crucial because it lets you know what's in what. And I keep saying this, but I don't like to dig, and now I don't have to because everything's labeled. So when you're thinking about reorganizing a cabinet, think about what storage containers. And I did go on Amazon and the Container Store and look to see what would fit in this cabinet, and that was an important step. Now some of it I wasn't for sure if it would fit because I did buy some stuff at the Dollar General here, and I did have some stuff, and then I found another container that I had purchased already through Amazon that I was going to use for organizing my kitchen. But I kind of borrowed those, and I've got a couple of them in this cabinet now. So let me show you what I've done. Okay, first of all, I did put that iron in these taller cabinets over here simply because I'm not going to use it very much, and this cabinet I get into more frequently. So I did move that over there, and I am keeping that iron for retreats. It still is a great iron, and I do want to keep that, but it is over there. Now, when I was thinking about organizing this cabinet, I also thought about the weight of things and the frequency with which I use each item. So here on the top shelf are lightweight things that I really don't use as much as these items down here. So in this container, I do have my Best Press, which is my starch alternative, just regular starch. I do have an extra ironing board cover because I'm constantly messing those up, but I do have that Gorilla one that I mentioned in my last video, and so far so good on that. So, and then I just labeled the container to show what's in there, so I don't have to dig. Okay, so then these are labeled, and then up here, this is just some more miscellaneous stuff, but since I turned this container sideways, I labeled what was in there, and I just have some of the ground nutshells for making like pin cushions. I have my little water holders for my irons. I have some grommets. I have a little portable steam iron, just a little tiny portable one, and just some old Singer sewing machine oil. Now the container I just showed you is the one that I purchased from Amazon, and these were for my kitchen, and I got these because they have tall sides so things won't be falling out. That's important for me because I don't want to be picking things up off the floor all the time or my cabinets, and then it's see-through, so I wanted to be able to see what was in there. Now some people don't like the see-through because sometimes it does look a little messy in see-through containers and they don't like to look at that mess, but I like to see what's in there. And this is the brand. These are just plastic storage organizer bins, and I'll put a link for these in the description below. But I really do like those bins. Okay, and then as you can see, I've labeled these. These are my colored pencils, my glue sticks, my Fisker rotary cutters, because most of the time I use my Olfa, but I do have a couple of Fisker rotary blades, and those are there. My bobbin holders, my quilter's tape, fabric glue and needles, and then my needle threader and pins. And I really don't use that needle threader much. And then up here, I forgot to show you this in my last haul video, but this is Lori Holt's new ironing board cover. And yes, I've got issues. I love irons and ironing board covers, but this was so cute I couldn't pass it up, and I'm kind of afraid to use it since I've been having such a problem with scorching, but anyway, it's here when I need it, and I've got one, so that's what there. And then this area is also kind of a little office area for me, so I have my envelopes there. And then on this shelf, I still have my thread containers, and they fit nicely right on top of these little bins that I told you I had ordered from Amazon. And I love this unit because when you pull on the drawer doesn't come all the way out, so you're not, you know, flipping it out and everything's going on the floor. So I really like that, and I did label all these things. And I really like the location of this because this has all my sewing machine needles. Well, some of my sewing machine needles, but it also has my sewing machine little cleaning kits that I use to clean my sewing machine. And then this one, I've put all of my rotary blades in there, so they're all right there. And you know, one thing that was really neat about going through this cabinet is I know everything that's in here. So now I know how many rotary blades I have, and they're all located here. And when I buy new ones, I'll put those in there. So it's going to be easy to keep track of when I need new blades. And these two drawers hold my numbered pins, and I love the numbered pins. These are the ones that are numbered in our stars, and then they have the directional arrows too that show you which way you need to press. Then these are the other numbered pins. And I just love using these. They really help me when I'm sewing rows together. This is just my Aerofill thread, and it just fits so nicely right alongside there. And that's just really good because then this unit is out far enough so that when I open it, it's not hitting the side of my cabinet and opens easily. Here's my label maker. I almost didn't label things, but for me, that's just really an important step because it's just the final touch, and I think it's going to help me stay organized for, you know, long term. Now, this was the unit that I purchased at our local dollar store, and I've labeled it. There's safety pins, buttons, and more buttons, and I won't use this one very much. But everything is organized, and if I do need buttons or safety pins, I certainly know where they are. And then in this little basket, I just have one of my bobbin cases and just a little couple of extra little miscellaneous items. And then this down here are the sewing machine parts for my mother's old Singer sewing machine. So that's what that is. But I just love the outcome. It's so pleasant to open this cabinet now, and it's even more pleasant because I can find things. So I hope that this video has helped you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Please share with a friend. And as always, leave a comment. Until next time, have fun quilting.